Use some jasmine rice, and I'm going to show you a shortcut because everybody loves the Persian tahdig and they never know how to do it. I'm going to start with some canola oil, white canola oil or sunflower seed oil with no smell, because we're in Persia, we are not in the Mediterranean basin. So what I do, if we are four, well, what the heck, we can do a little bit more. For 4 cups of rice, I'm gonna use about a cup of lentils that I have parboiled to al dente almost. And what I do here, I have enough oil to coat or to anoint all my grains of rice, and I'm on very high heat on induction. And what I try to achieve is to roast them until the smell comes out. I want to catch them right before they burn. So we definitely don't want burn. So what I call people is catch a few blondes. And blonde means, you know, just it's a gauge of the temperature of my water. So I'm done with my rice. And I am waiting for this to be roasted. As soon as I have like about 15, 20 of these yellows, all I do is I flatten the top. I keep my water. All I'm doing here is a measurement. Whenever I have about a knuckle or an inch on top of the rice, I know that I have enough. Now, all I want to make right now is to grab first my salt. I want to liberally salt it and stir it, and take a little bit of the salt water. As soon as people say, you know, how much is it? When it tastes a little bit like popcorn, I know I have enough. I'm turning it off. I am literally adding my lentils and stirring. So as I said, the proportion is 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, depending on how much lentil you like. I like a lot. I will start by grinding my saffron. Saffron is the stamen of a crocus that grows in very certain regions. It's really good for your mood, and some people say it's an aphrodisiac. In my singing bowl, I am going to put the advieh, which is cardamom, turmeric, which is going to give the color, the hue. I'm going to put some cumin, ground cumin. This is non-ground cumin, this is ground cumin, a little bit more. I'm going to put my cinnamon, and I'm going to put my black pepper. I'm going to take a little bit of the hot water of my rice. I'm going to dilute my saffron to make a beautiful red. At this point, I have everything ready. I'm going to put all my spices in here. Give it a stir. And we can always add more. We cannot subtract, but we can add. I'm going to add saffron. And at this point, I just want to make sure that everything is in the right proportion, which it is. We don't want it too spicy. I'm gonna add some homemade orange rinds. I'm gonna add some fried onion. You can fry your onion, or if the onions are, you know, with vegetable oil and not, you know, and not fried with lard or anything, which I personally don't like. You can buy it from the store, from the ethnic stores. And I add that for the extra touch. And at this point, I actually stir everything. I go high once again until it starts bubbling. As soon as it starts bubbling, I lower it to medium. And that's the last time I give it a stir. We're gonna add a little bit of dried fruits in the form of raisins and some dates. So I'm gonna put my raisins I'm gonna add my dates. You could at the beginning fry some onions, or because we have some fried onions, we can add our fried onions to it too, and a little bit of the famous saffron for some additional zest. This is when the water is all gone. Now I make a conical shape and mount it, and then I start making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes around in the rice. And what I do is I'm going to start infusing it with butter and the smell of it. So I have butter all around, and if I need, I can put a little bit more butter. And this is gonna infuse it with butter. And the next step is I'm gonna take a clean cheesecloth or kitchen towel and wrap it around my lid and close it. And this is gonna capture all of the extra moisture into this, so it's not gonna have the greenhouse effect. It's not gonna go on the bottom. The bottom is gonna be caramelized the way we want for the tadig of the hadas polo on the bottom. The old test, remember? It's, oops, do you see? I can feel it. As soon as you hear the sizzle, and you can also go closer and you would hear it. Okay, so this is ready. And in fact, when you touch it, you see the water is dripping. So it has captured this much water. Okay, this is ready. What we are gonna do is let it vent a little bit. And I'm gonna put this on top of it. And 1, 2, and 3. We are gonna, oops. So this is the tadig. And you can either individually serve it on top of every plate, but I like all of this goodness because it looks better. It's like a garnish for the whole rice. I like all of this to go on top. Bon appétit! Voila!